super high performance, where I'm going to give you in 5 minutes or less some super advanced strategies to help you climb the ladder faster. We all know that deadlines produce results. The problem is that many times there's no actual deadline for your project or your task. One way to dramatically increase the amount of work that you get done, this is an advanced tip, that is to create a deadline. The problem is when you just tell yourself and you make up a deadline, it usually is not impactful. So the way you can get around that is to use a kitchen timer. You set that time for an approximate amount of time that you feel that you need to focus on a particular project. What happens is in your subconscious mind, it starts paying attention. Hey, there's a countdown, there's a deadline, and it's unbelievable how much more focused, how much more you can get done just by setting that amount of time. What I have is I've picked up like 4 or 5 of these, and I have them all over the place, so I always have one with me. Try it, you'll see it works. Hey, welcome back. The second segment today is an unbelievably powerful technique that I've just found is extremely underutilized. It's the concept of testing. Most of the time when I talk to people about testing, they think testing is reserved for scientists or engineers. Testing applies to everybody. And here's how you can use testing to dramatically improve your performance, help you climb the ladder faster. All you have to do is anytime you're making an assumption about something, and we assume things all the time, what I try to do is test things. No matter what I think of something, I try to test it. Let's say that you have somebody asking about or talking to you about whether this or that is more effective. What I like to do is simply just put those things to a simple test. So let's just make up an example. You're assuming that working email in the morning is a good idea. Someone else suggests working email maybe in a block of time closer to lunchtime instead of first thing in the morning is a good idea. Test it over a week's period of time. Go for a week or maybe every other day where you're going no email in the morning and working it just before lunch in a block of time, and then switch off and do email first thing in the morning. But write down the results. Keep track of how productive you are in each of those days, writing down all the things that you got done. Try testing. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is some really outstanding reading. Obviously, reading is a critical part of superstar performance and climbing the ladder ultra fast, becoming more knowledgeable, more confident. The book I want to talk about today is $1 Million Habits by Robert Ringer. Really, really awesome book. He really unpacks success and explains it in a very meaningful way. One of the gold nuggets in this book that I want to talk about is his chapter 2 is the attitude belief. He explains that a positive mental attitude is effectively simply a belief, and basically a belief creates confidence, and then that breeds positive mental attitude. But how do you get belief? The way you acquire belief is that you first acquire knowledge. And so knowledge means reading and educating yourself, and that reading and education and knowledge then translates into belief, which then translates into positive mental attitude. Try that, and if you'd like a copy of the book, I'll give away 3 copies to the first 3 people who inquire to myfeedback@dee-inc.com. Put in a subject of $1 Million Habits book and put in your contact information. Here's the other thing is, if you don't want to read the whole book, I've created a very nice summary of the entire book, and I'd be happy to send that out to anybody who requests it. All you have to do is send an email to myfeedback@dee-inc.com. Put in the subject $1 Million Habits Summary, and I'll send you a free copy of that summary. That's it for today. Climb the ladder faster. See you later.